Hello and welcome to this episode of FYI. I'm Noelle Hughley. There are plenty of underground talent and self-made entrepreneurs finding ways to start a business, many in which deal with fashion. On the rise of her talents buzzing on social media, today we have paint artist and shoe designer Paige Pauley, straight out of St. Charles, Missouri. Hi, Paige.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Glad to be here.
That is a blessing. Yes, it is. So I see we have a lot of shoes here. What made you get into customizing shoes?
Well, when I was back in high school about 3 years ago, I loved shoes. I loved buying them, and I was just tired of wearing shoes that I would see on other people's feet. So I was trying to find a way that I could design them myself, like add my own twist to the shoes and just be different.
Okay, that's great. Well, you definitely know how to customize some shoes. So when did you start getting into customizing?
I got into customizing, like I said, about 3 years ago. I started in high school, so I was really experimenting with my creativity. I grabbed a pair of shoes. I started doing a freestyle for a friend of mine, and from there, everybody was interested. I posted them on social media. Everybody loved them, so I researched how to make a business. And so I just went for it, invested my money into it, and it's all working out.
Was it hard starting a business?
It was. It was hard getting my money together, first of all, and knowing the equipment I need, knowing everything that I need for everything to run smoothly. Because my dad actually owns a business himself, so I know the struggles get real sometimes. Yeah. So, yes, so he's my mentor through my business, and I just knew that if I'm going to do something, I got to do it right.
That is great. That is definitely a great answer. So with you customizing so many shoes, what is your favorite shoe?
My favorite one that I've done is actually a red bottom Air Force One Nike shoe. So I did the red bottoms on them, and then I added a green, like avocado green, that's what it's called, on the whole shoe, laces, everything.
Yes.
And I did them for someone's homecoming, and they wore them to homecoming, and they loved them.
Okay. So. Well, that definitely sounds like some style. Yeah. So with having your favorite shoes and customizing so many shoes, how many shoes have you created or customized?
I would have to say around 100. I think I'm right at 100, if not a little bit more, over 100. So I'm looking to get over another 100 this year alone.
Okay, cool. And so when you customize shoes, do you do only athletic shoes, or do you do like pumps, boots?
I have done pumps before. I actually did a pair of pumps for someone's wedding. They wanted Dorothy sparkly red shoes with some blue bottoms, and they looked so good. Put the date on them for the wedding, and I also mainly do athletic shoes, so it's fun being able to work with women's shoes and sneakers.
Okay, that is great. So do you have any future ideas for any shoes that you have coming up?
Future ideas, really, I like messing with colorways. I want to get into more detail with people, like adding their own personal style, like what they like on the shoe, and really finding a twist that my own creativity that will pop and stay and really be my name behind it. Okay, so I know every shoe has to have something that just makes it pop. For you, is it a certain color or is it a certain style? Yes, really the ones that pop for me the most are those red bottoms I'm talking about that are my favorite pair to do. Those really pop for me. A lot of people love those, and really just any kind of color that they want. So
that's great. Well, Paige has done lots and lots of creations. When we come back, we're going to have Paige clean a pair of shoes, as well ask her about future ideas and her future in her business.
What are you doing?
Running.
You have to stretch first.
Why?
Stretching keeps the muscles flexible, strong, and healthy, and we need that flexibility to maintain a range of motion in the joints. Without it, the muscles shorten and become tight.
Okay, let's stretch then.
Welcome back to FYI. We're talking with Paige Pauley, an underground young entrepreneur that customizes and cleans shoes. We have a pair of shoes here that Paige will clean and explain in detail how she cleans each part of the shoe. So Paige, what is the first steps into cleaning your shoe?
So, looking at this shoe, this one is already finished. I restored this one to what it should look like in the end. This one is not done yet. This one has been worn, obviously, and dirty. We're gonna first go by with our brush and our cleaner. Take a little bit of a cleaner. I'll just put it on the brush. Dab it in some water. And here, we're gonna clean it. Really get in. Alright, so I'll just do this portion to show. Usually you would go around the whole shoe, but you can already see there's a big difference.
There is definitely a big difference. And you could tell, like, now they're starting to resemble. I don't see any dirt.
Exactly, and that's what we're going for. I would do that on the whole shoe, take all the residue off, and I stripped the midsole. They were chipping a little bit, so I took them off. They're supposed to look like that, black with the white.
Okay.
And then I would go back and paint the black back on.
Oh, so you will go back and paint.
Yes.
So you definitely do restore the whole entire shoe.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Yes.
How long does it take you to clean a shoe?
It takes me about, I would say a couple hours.
Okay.
A couple hours to get everything painted back on, dye them back to their original color, make them look everything they were supposed to look like whenever they were originally worn.
Okay, and then what, like with paint? I know that you said paint, and I was like, wow, you gotta actually do paint. What type of paint can you use? Can you use like regular paint from the store, or do you have to get like acrylic?
Yes, you have to go to, I would use a certain website, you have to order it just online. So these are only available online, the paint that I use. It's acrylic based paint, so it's gonna be like, it's gonna give you that plastic finish. So
Okay, well, what was the hardest shoe you have ever cleaned?
the hardest one, I had a pair of 12s that somebody had, Jordan 12s, had a dog chew the back of the back of the heel off, and I had to fix them, painted it. I kind of like sewed it together. Those were the hardest ones. Bottoms were messed up, everything.
Wow, I bet that took a while. And so I know that you have a lot of time that goes in this, also with supply. How much do you charge your people? How much do you charge your clients?
So starting off for cleaning, say something like this, just say the bottoms weren't messed up, I would charge $20 to go around and clean the whole shoes, insides, everything.
Okay.
And kind of whiten all the white parts that need to be whitened up. Okay. $40 to $60 on restored. So like this shoe would actually be restored because I have to take the midsole off and repaint it. Okay. And then after that, it gets into customizing. So if you want a different colorway, it'll be like $70 to $100, depending if he wants the whole shoe done, the bottoms, everything.
Wow. So you say customizing. I know you have customized so many other people's shoes. Now, would you ever want to create your own shoe?
Yes, I would love to. That would be the ultimate goal. I follow other customizers that do this stuff and make about 6 figures off of just doing shoes alone. I mean, you do 3 pairs of shoes a day for $100 each. Yeah. You're in the 6 figures, so that would be the ultimate goal to do that.
Oh, I definitely wish you the best and the most success.
Thank you.
And like, what is some of your most like proud work as far as being able to redesign, customize shoes?
My most proud work?
Yeah.
I would say I keep my everything clean. There's a lot of people that do this, I recognize, but I keep my lines clean. I make sure everything is right, the stuff is gonna last, and I try to be better than the other customizers out there.
Well, you are definitely doing your thing, especially for Women's Appreciation. I definitely want to say kudos to you. Paige, thank you for this interesting discussion about your work and your interest in shoes and customizing. I look forward to seeing all your customs on mainstream fashion people and in the world. I wish we could talk more, but we're out of time. Make sure you follow Paige Pauley on social media at P3P Customs. Thank you for watching FYI. I'm Noelle.